Hey everyone, welcome to Garima's Kitchen. If you've got a sweet tooth like me that won't quit, then you're absolutely going to love these guilt-free nutty jaggery bites. These little bites of heaven are packed with the natural sweetness from the jaggery and loaded with crunchy protein-packed nuts. So whether you're craving something sweet after a meal or are in the mood for a quick snack to curb those mid-afternoon cravings, then these nutty jaggery bites are here to save the day. Ready to get cooking? Let's go! For this recipe today, I am using a variety of nuts. So here I've got a handful of pine nuts, melon seeds, almonds, sunflower seeds, walnuts, cashew nuts, and raisins, along with some fennel seeds, ginger powder, charoli nuts, also known as chironji, carom seeds, sesame seeds, and of course jaggery. All of these nuts bring in healthy fats, protein, and a satisfying crunch and create a texture you can't resist and will surely leave you craving for more. Now the first step here is to dry roast all the nuts on low flame for a few minutes until golden and fragrant. Make sure to continuously stir so that the nuts don't end up burning. This should take approximately 3 to 4 minutes. Once the nuts are done, let them cool down a bit and then use the chopper pulse function to chop the nuts into small bite-sized pieces. Just be careful to not overprocess them into powder. You want a nice mix of chopped and slightly crushed nuts for that perfect texture in every bite. Once the nuts are chopped, take a quick look to make sure you've got a good balance of fine and larger pieces. If any of the pieces are too big, just give them a couple of more pulses and you're all set. Now for this recipe, I'll be using this silicone mold, but you can go ahead and use any kind of mold you prefer. Grease each of the holes with some ghee as this is going to prevent sticking. Even though the silicone molds are non-stick, some sticky ingredients, in this case melted jaggery, can still clinch to the surface. Greasing the mold with a thin layer of ghee helps ensure that your nutty jaggery bites come out easily once they're set and cooled, without breaking or sticking to the sides. Chopped pistachios not only enhance the visual appeal of your nutty jaggery bites, but they also add a lovely crunch and pop of color that makes the bites look even more irresistible. Next, we will melt the jaggery. In a pan, add roughly chopped jaggery with a splash of jaggery water or regular water and then stir constantly on low heat until it becomes a smooth syrup. This should take about 2 to 3 minutes. Pour in some ghee and mix well to combine. Now add in the fennel seeds, carom seeds, ginger powder, and sesame seeds and give this all a good mix until well combined. Fennel seeds add a sweet aromatic flavor to these jaggery bites, while carom seeds bring a hint of bitterness and are also known for aiding digestion. Ginger powder adds warmth and slight spiciness to balance the sweetness of the jaggery, and the sesame seeds provide a nice crunch and nutty flavor that complements the other ingredients. Finally, we will be adding all of our chopped nuts and then stir everything together until the nuts are evenly coated in that sticky sweetness. Now, while the mixture is still warm, transfer a spoonful of the mixture into each of the holes of the silicone mold. Take a flat spoon or a pestle if you're working with a mortar and pestle set and gently press the mixture into each hole of the mold. This is an essential step to ensure that your nutty jaggery bites hold their shape and come out with a beautiful smooth texture. Now if you prefer to use your fingers, then grease your fingers with a little bit of ghee and then gently press down the mixture. This gives you a bit more control, especially if you're working with a smaller mold or just need to adjust the shape. Allow these to rest at room temperature for about 30 minutes and they will be ready to demold. Once the bites have set, simply press the bottom of the mold to release the bites. And see what I was talking about earlier? If you have greased the mold with some ghee, the bites do pop out very easily without sticking. So make a batch of these nutty jaggery bites today and enjoy the crunchy, sweet, and slightly chewy perfection in every bite. Keep them stored in an airtight container for a quick pick me up anytime or share them with family and friends to spread the joy of homemade goodness. And if you have enjoyed this recipe, then don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more delicious treats and easy to make recipes. Until then, happy cooking and thank you for watching.